playground and I'm here to play, twisting your fears in a brand new way. The crew could never leave me in the past. Now it's my turn, I've caught them at last. I made a deal with shadows unseen. Now you're lost in this haunted dream. I whisper promises in disguise. Behind this mask the darkness lies. And now your time is running out. The clock's ticking, the end draws near. Dark shadows, the thirst for fear. The moon rises, and all despair. To run from this one nightmare. The wolf can smell the blood on the breeze. Soon your doom will come from me. From every victim a piece I'll take. Now my true instincts are awake. I'll show you how your faith can rust. Smiling as dreams all turn to dust. Playing mind games from within. I lift you up just to pull you back in. And now your time is running out. The clock's ticking, the end draws near. Dark shadows, the thirst for fear. The moon rises, and all despair. To run from this wrong nightmare. I'll evanesce you in a world of dread, where memory seeps and reality sheds. Sentiment fuels the grand design. To my kingdom you're now resigned. And now your time is running out. The clock's ticking, the end draws near. Dark shadows, a thirst for fear. The moon rises, and all despair. To run from this, run from this. The clock's ticking, the end draws near. Dark shadows, a thirst for fear. The moon rises, and all despair. To run from this wrong nightmare. Nightmare.
Alright, everybody, welcome to Dream Warriors episode 22, where we are playing an older edition of OVA, turns out, because I didn't know a newer edition existed and I had the old book. But we're gonna figure this out. It's gonna be anime as all shit. So, for the villains, we are rolling a bunch of six-siders, and if you see a single 1 and a 3, that is your 13 queue. That is when you get to activate. Just so we know, the villains can only come into the call once per per villain, please. But so if the moment is not right for you when you call dibs, feel free to send your proxies. Feel free to just fuck with their rolls. Absolutely. But that said, this episode is about hope. This episode is us fighting, legitimately fighting back. I think I used the term fightmares at some point, and I like that one. So, there we go. We have the hope cards in both of the purchase packs and in the villain hope pack. I have limited it so that you don't get the hench cards anymore from that, but you do get like the hench or the set trap ones, but you do get the ones that you can use during games. Those are active still, and the hope cards for like the $20 donation. We put the code in. I think everybody's familiar with that at this point. But yeah, this game canonically is set when it is set. So this is after the big bad wolf has been separated from Osiria, but the lingering fear of the big bad wolf still exists. So people are still having nightmares about the big bad wolf. So if a 13 is rolled, Osiria can still call it, and that is the big bad wolf showing up to beat you up, not Osiria showing up to beat you up. And I think everybody, you'll learn about it soon enough. With that, do we have... Nope, that's everything, everybody. Let's get to introducing the players and playing this anime-ass game. Let's anime. I have the power of anime and dreams on my side. We've got Midnight, played by Kawari.
Time to bring the nightmares to the villains.
We got Caram, played by Prophecy of Zero.
Pleasure to be here.
We got Clovis, played by Kevin.
Hi.
Was not ready. Was not ready. And we got Seth, played by Seth.
Howdy doody.
Excellent. Fucking. All right.
It was lovely.
Loved it. All right. So, Prophecy, Karam has played Pinch Me to check Assault and Battery. Assault and Battery are not cursed. Are not sabotaged. But so, we're in the Silver Thimble. Things have been feeling really weird lately. Midnight's been trying to hunt down Osiria, like, to almost no luck. Like, Karam, like, have you been helping out the city? Like, I imagine, as a character, you've been helping out the city as, like, the, buildings have been falling over and have been rebuilt.
Yeah, Karam's been in the Undercity doing his normal thing.
Absolutely. Undercity looks wild. Let me take us there real quick just so we can all appreciate what the Undercity looks like right now.
Oh my god.
It's like it, but again, this is all like the dream. It could be real. It could last. I don't know. But it's like I'm not sure what Clovis has been up to.
Who knows, man?
Right? We'll figure that out. And I'm not sure what Seth. Seth, what have you been up to?
Definitely doing research. Trying not to see any libraries burned down because that's where I need to do research. Trying to find maybe ways to break out of the dream using different types of resonance. Because trying to find like those little white noise machines, but the reverse.
Like that's it. The academy did burn down. Burned right to the ground. It was replaced with a building called Lockstitch Agency, and there is a new leader in charge of Lockstitch Agency, or old leader, depending on like how far back everybody's memory goes. The Taupe leads Lockstitch Agency. She has changed it into a for-profit corporation that sends people out on missions to, they say, hunt down anomalies, but things have gone wild. All four of you has received a message to meet in the greenhouse. It's very like, what's the word I'm looking for? Clandestine? No, not. Yeah, clandestine might be it. But you each get the message, and it is in a familiar hand. But it seems wild because you all know the greenhouse burnt down. It was one of the first casualties to the nightmare was the greenhouse. But you have an invitation, like you have a thing that says, meet me at the greenhouse.
How
I'm
long
gonna
does the
guess you
message
all
last?
go. You guys don't have to. But
Yeah.
you can't have like
No.
a, how are you taking it situation.
I think
In
Midnight's
our
very
hand,
suspicious of
probably.
it, but he is going to check it out because I mean, someone managed to find him while he was out tracking. There's
Yeah, just gonna
probably a good
rock
reason
out.
for this.
You all arrive to the greenhouse, and all of the like lights are out as you walk in, and somehow you all manage to arrive exactly at the same time. It smells delightful in here, everyone. Like, I think midnight, you might not, like, it might be a background noise, like a background headache, but the world has smelt like blood and fear for a month now. But you step into the greenhouse and you feel life. You smell fresh produce. The pumpkins are huge and they're so perfect. You know what I mean? They're exactly the kind of pumpkins you would carve up for jack-o'-lanterns.
They're mushrooms.
Oh, pumpkins. Oh
Are
yeah,
there
there's definitely.
mushrooms?
Oh yeah, there's definitely mushrooms. Absolutely, there are mushrooms in here.
Gonna go looking for the juiciest, most tastiest looking mushroom.
That
Gonna
would
start
be the
pillaging.
mushrooms that Volpa brought back from Tirloa. Like, we have cultivated them, and it's just like they taste amazing. I think I said they taste like spaghetti.
I'm gonna slip some in my bag.
Oh yeah, add a couple to your thing, and they are about like they are some of the highest quality mushrooms. Whoever's been like taking care of this garden has been like doing a great job. And then from the shadows, you all hear a voice. It's just like, welcome, my agents. As the lights turn on, production value.
Production value.
Hell yeah.
And you hear a group of people come walking through the door back there. As Peanut, Clem, Iskra, Akana, Zachna, Isaac, Gemini, and Royce like appear in front of you. And like, Peanut walks up and like sticks his hand out to shake with Midnight.
Midnight would definitely take the hand, but also give him a light low hug as well. Glad to see that he's alive.
He accepts the hug and like pats you on the back, and then he like pats everybody, and he's just like good to see you all alive, and we are all stable. How are we feeling?
Like I have an adrenaline rush that won't end, but fine overall.
We've been going through a lot. It's just like, as I'm sure you've all have experienced out there, there are many nightmares coming true. I'm sure you've heard the rumors about some of our crew turning traitor on us, and those are unfounded. It's just like it's misleading. Osiria has been corrupted by was corrupted by the big bad wolf, but it was not Osiria. Dr. Cash, it's just like, I'm afraid to say it, I believe is the boogeyman. But not my Catman, not our Dr. Cash, Caram. Don't worry, we'll get him back. He's like, Seth, I've read up on some of your reports, and Akana's like holding all your reports in her hand.
Very proud that you could read it. Any of them. I mean, did read them. Did. Not just can, but thank you.
Peanut just like walks back, is like walking back and forth, like tapping some of the pumpkins as he walks, and he's just like, so the silver thimble is under threat right now. Inside this room, I believe we are perfectly safe. Something about this room, and you guys all get a sense of like Soki's adventure magic going on. I believe we are both in the dream and aside from the dream while we are in here. But that said, it's like the threats out there are real for the people out there. It's like, according to the notes that we have, and in part your research, like this should be wearing off. This should be fading away, but it seems like it needs a push. So I've put together a group of heavy hitters. Like looking at you four, just like, I need you to go out there and cause a ruckus.
Oh, I am going to enjoy this.
So let me get this straight. For once, you want me to not hold back and do what I do best.
We want to prove to these people that we believe are dreaming, though, to be fair, and then like everybody in the background each goes, to be fair. It's a crazy chorus going on. To be fair, we only have limited proof. Although I like this as GM saying, it's enough proof to go on for me. Whether it's enough proof for you to go on, that's up to you.
We've heard several of these people die and they're standing in front of us.
This is very true. Just like,
Yep.
and on
Yeah, but
that
there's a
note,
thing-
go ahead.
There's always a chance for illusions.
This is true.
So I'm a little skeptical. No offense. A lot's happened. And it seems too convenient to me.
I have an idea. Caram slaps Peanut.
Oh shit. Roll against Peanut.
It's not a hard slap.
Peanut gets slapped. She's like, what the fucking... Yes, I'm here! What the hell? God damn it!
He seems normal to me.
It's like, psst. I'm sorry,
You know,
Rupert.
I
I'm so
had-
sorry. I scared Rupert.
You know, Crom, I had a way of checking without doing that, but okay.
He's like, yeah, okay, all right. I understand. I get it. I've been acting a little funny lately. The situation on the moon. I understand. The lack of trust. I'm like, it's like everybody were fine. And he's just like, oh,
What do you mean? I just wanted to slap you to get back at you.
rude, but okay, understandable.
Now we're even. Now we can work together to make sure this is ended.
Oh, Pato the Cato.
Caram just kind of pats the top of a peanut.
Rupert is not here in game because Rupert is fully bought into the dream, and he's like currently the mayor of Digburg. He's actually in a jail cell because nobody let him out. Cass locked Peanut up yesterday, and then got shot in the head with a shotgun. Not Peanut. Cass got shot in the head with a shotgun. Peanut's just like, okay. Now, It's like, any more tests that we need to do? As he like goes over and like pulls out like a piece of pumpkin and just slaps it on his face like people do with beef.
At this point, I'm more curious what information we have, because, I mean, we know why Syria lost control, but I can't think of any reason why any others would have, so I've gotta imagine it's something else pulling some strings.
Absolutely. People in the chat, I might be talking for your characters here. I am going to try to keep it to the information your characters know, and if I'm speaking a little bit different than how you think your characters would speak, by all means, like, correct me in RP and such. And like Peanut's just like, it's like, understandable, Midnight. Administrative Wicklaw, and Isaac steps forward and presents this chart, and it's like incredibly like detailedly laid out. So many words. It's more words than you guys like. No, it's not. It's a very, very full piece of paper that you guys cannot parse. And it's just like, now, if you look here, you can see the fact that the resonance is remember the moon magic. Everybody is aware of the moon magic. How they said they are going to take our magic as dreams, filter it, take a little bit to themselves, and then hand it and send it back down. Now, as it was understood, it was going to be a pretty heavy wave, like worse. There's a heavy flow, like significantly worse than we have seen. Now, the issue is magic has begun pooling all around. So all around the world in different quantities than it should. Now, some of our crew members are more susceptible to magic than others. Take Cash, for instance. Their blood has been swapped out for magical energy, and therefore the nightmare is hitting them far harder. It's like we have had reports of reality-eating moths showing up in the area. We are unsure as to whether or not that has any connection to Vatna, but we can't ignore the possibilities. It's like we understand Osirius' curse was reactivated, and we believe that K has been rewritten into a villainous version of themselves.
Yeah, I take it the reason why Royce, despite being so magical, is fine is because he's a spirit. And then just kind of motions around.
Voice, and it's just like, and it's embarrassing to like hear him say it, has been awake the whole time. He was just playing along. Peanut does air quotes.
With his little Pete's.
Oh, absolutely.
Good.
Now, we all saw this villainous version of K kill Patagon and Simmons. But that said, Isaac saw Clem and Zacna die with his own two eyes. And here they are. No, his eyes are here as well, but Clem and Zacna are also here.
Yeah, I will admit, it is a pleasant surprise to see them again.
Just like, and also, all of you should know that we have a Mon currently locked up in the back room. We have reason to believe that he was under the influence of one of the villains, which means anybody you see out there could be under the influence of a villain. Trust your instincts.
Can I take a look at him?
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And it's just like, hold on. Whoop it went. Amon is like, Gemini goes in the back room, grabs, like you just hear scrape as Amon is set down in front of you, wrapped up. He's like tied to a chair, which is what Peanut does to his prisoners. Like that is just Peanut's go-to gimmick.
So I think I want us to take close examination of Amon and see if he can detect any of that influence. And I want to say that would be perceptive and occult knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely. While we're in this room particularly is protected from 13s, but only this room. Everywhere else, I didn't know if we were going to make a lot of rolls in this room.
That would be a 12.
Absolutely, yeah. For sure. You see, Amon was henching for K. So yeah, you I think you see like a folded hairpin, like in his fur. There's like an origami hairpin. Now I don't want to make calls for Amon whether or not this dream version of him was doing it willingly or if he was being controlled. So, but with this roll, yeah, you can see it. Like, what do you? So, Midnight, you tell me what you see. How do you know that he is influenced by a villain? Like, what's that? What's it look like, feel like, smell like? Anything?
Well, he's when he approaches, he definitely is getting that sense of adrenaline that he gets out in the nightmare a little bit, and as he takes a closer look, uh, sees that hairpin and just feels a little bit of a tug from it, and feels the nightmare energy in himself just kind of flare up a bit. It just he just feels a slight resonance to it, and it starts coming into the red threads of it start coming into view for him a little bit.
You just see. I think Amon is gonna be like downcast. Almost ashamed, like he according to the chat, and this might have to be retconned of what I say because Amon's not here, but we'll go with it. He was peer pressured into it. And Peanut looks at Midnight. He's just like, you see it then. Like, is he under an effect? Was it a villain? He hasn't said much since we tied him to the chair. I didn't even stop.
Definitely see an outside influence. I can try to deal with it, but it might be safer for me to deal with it from the source. I'm not sure though. I mean, I could give it a try with your permission.
Yeah, I think you can go for it for sure.
Okay, and I'm going to. He's Midnight is going to reach towards Amon and just try to grasp at the threads, and he's going to start trying to sever them loose. I think this would probably be witchcraft, occult knowledge.
Yeah, hit me. Yeah, this is going to be a challenge. What's a medium? I have the thing right here. Give me a second. I think we're at least looking for a 10 here.
Okay,
Yeah, that'll do it though.
that's another 12. Yeah, so yeah, Midnight grabs onto the threads for a moment, then hesitates for a moment as he gets a sense of the nightmare energy in it, but then suddenly smiles as shadows come out of his back. Big giant claws just yank at the threads, ripping them from Amon, and devour it. I think you'll be fine.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah. So Amon becomes like more lucid for a second, and like you guys all see Amon as himself, not as the dream version, not as the under like influence version. He like looks up, and like Peanut still like immediately goes into like the fighting stance that Peanut picks up, and then just Amon collapses, like just lays forward. All right, we'll take him from here. Now, there are 3 locations outside that we have noticed that have high nightmare activity. It's just like... The Undercity is in quite a state right now, everyone. Drugs are running rampant. Like this tick drug. Giving everybody dreams, but at this point it's gone much further than that. It has begun... Zombifying is a strong word, but it's the only word I have. It's like, don't trust civilians. If you can see sweat, red sweat pouring on them, just keep your distance. If you see any evidence of... And he shudders. And he's just... Earworms. It's like, be careful. Like, anyone under the influence of an earworm is an enemy. And then but they won't know it yet. It's just... I mean, it's just...
Wouldn't it be just a good idea to check everybody?
Like, Peanut just looks at Seth. It's just like, we could attempt to investigate everybody for the earworms. It is a arduous process, and we don't have a way to safely remove them. Believe me. Like, they... At the he gets mad. He's just like, at the Lockstitch Academy, agency, there is... I've heard rumor that Flynn invented a machine that has a resonance that can turn off the earworms. But... And he's just like, that leads me to the next point. How many of you remember Taupe?
Name is familiar, but I believe that was before my graduation.
Taupe was the former leader of the Wander Crew, previous to it becoming Lockstitch. It's like, in this nightmare, I believe that we are being thrown against our old adversaries. Like, no doubt this has something to do with the villainous K. I believe they have recreated the worst kind of nightmare for us. Like, and into that, bureaucracy, paperwork.
That's just a free meal.
Any Lockstitch agent you see cannot be trusted. They are likely under the influence of either the Dreamworm or under the influence of the villainous K.
You've seen signs of the Dreamworm as well?
That is the worst part of it. We have direct information that the Dreamworm and the Earworms are directly connected.
Ah, damn it!
Midnight just pulls the shield out from some shadows, taking a look at it.
But go ahead.
I probably should avoid using this then. Or actually, puts it back in the shelves. Actually, maybe it'll come in handy. I think I have an idea.
If you all would like gear to protect yourselves from the earworms, then Lockstitch Agency is probably your first step. Mind you, they're not going to be nice. It's going to be a situation getting into that building. We are all technically fired.
I kind of might have yelled at them when that whole situation was going on.
But if you can beat Taupe, you'll blacken the eye of K and at least give us a fighting chance. And he hands you a map. Isaac hands you a map of Lockstitch Agency. And he's just like, R&D is here. This is where the stuff should be that Flynn has. It is unknown whether or not Flynn is under the influence of K. But we do know Flynn is fully immersed in the dream. They are an agent of Lockstitch Agency. They might not understand you when you say that, whatever you're saying. I don't want you to have to fight your friends, but it might come to that.
I don't suppose we have any of the resonance detectives still. Or are we going to have to go to the agency for those as well?
When the academy burnt down, all hope was lost. This is all that's left to us. Looking around
Okay.
Were we able to take any of our notes, anything from our apartments before we were kind of kicked out?
Oh no, the academy went up immediately.
Okay. So nothing was saved.
You said the Undersea and the agency. Where was the third one?
And he's like, he looks at Akana and he's just like, Akana's radio tower. It's said to be spreading the signal all across the echo. Like, spreading this nightmare. And then, I know I said there were only 3. But we have reason to believe that something is happening beneath the city. Under the Undercity. Something is
think
pooling in the. It might not be a threat now. It might be something to deal with later, but we have had multiple reports that when people are sweating blood, and whenever anybody bleeds, the stain does not last and seeps through the cobblestones of the city, through their homes, and finds its way into the sewer system.
well, guess we get into the agency, get what we need, and perform a coup if it's available. Get to the tower, get rid of that signal, and then work our way through the Undercity and head towards whatever that is, if possible.
Sounds like a plan to me. It's just like, we're gonna stay here. Like, for now. We are each working on our own projects. Then Peanut's just like, fuck, I forgot what I was about to say. When you leave this room, things are going to become nightmarish again. Remember that you are in a dream. But I don't know how we will bring you back if you die. Restore everyone's faith in Lockstitch. Remind everyone that we are who we are. If you can save any of your compatriots, please do.
All right. Let's get the show on the road then.
Sounds like a plan, though. Crom,
Yes.
I need your help finding something real quick. Here, there's something I left in the greenhouse. Can you follow me real quick?
Sure.
And he'll head off towards the corner of the greenhouse.
Ram will just go with him.
And Midnight's just going to whisper something real quick. Is it okay if I just kind of message about it? Just
Oh yeah. By all means.
yeah.
I'll let you guys have those conversations, but as you leave the greenhouse, it is raining like crazy out here. And this is Lockstitch Agency's building at the end of the street. There are barely anybody on the street right now. Alright, so the way that Wilting Hope is gonna work is it takes your highest number and lowers that by 1. Which in this game can help you. Very much like it could in Triangle Agency as well. So like if you roll a 6, but you have a couple of 5s, that 6 becomes a 5. And then does help you out. So you guys can go straight to the agency. You could also make your way to the tower if you wanted to check that out. But yeah, let me know where you guys want to go. There are fights literally everywhere.
I think Caram knows way into that the agency, if you're all right with that.
Yeah, sure. What you got?
It's a passage underground that came up when they were rebuilding because they had to get the foundation set up for a taller building than what it used to be. So there's a way in from underneath now.
You got to make your way into the sewer system.
It's connected in the Undercity and some of the tunnels down there. So luckily not in the sewer system.
Thank you.
Oh, you're not gonna like when we have to, if we do go deep into the heart of the city. But yeah, Caram's just kind of leading him through the Undercity. He's walked through this portion many times. He's in just patrols, trying to make sure that everyone stays at peace and keeping Lockstitch agency more top side than bottom side. By being the... Nobody's seen Method in so long.
Oh, we're looking for Method? All right, yeah, absolutely.
No, it's just I remember that Method got taken, and he's just we haven't seen him.
All right. So this is the. I'll show you two maps, and you tell me which one you have to go through to get to the secret entrance. Do you have to make your way through the alleyway? Or do you have to make your way past the garages?
Ooh.
How much
I
of the
think-
alleyway is on fire?
Oh, the Undercity is perfectly fine. Like, oh, the city is not on fire at all anymore. They rebuilt.
Every time there's a garbage can on fire in every alleyway.
That just feels dangerous.
This is suspicious already.
I think it's the alleyway. I don't think that they I think the garages would be owned by other people, mainly more Undercity residents. So the alleyway is where we have to go through.
Yeah, for sure. 1 second. So, as you walk through the alleyway, you see so much graffiti, and most of it is dedicated to the boogeyman. And it is immediately making you all anxious. Just even like being close to it, it is making a noise like nails on a chalkboard, like tinnitus, just from the graffiti itself. Even like if you press your ear up to it, it doesn't make it any louder. Just being in its presence is making you feel that way.
But does it look good?
It depends on how much you like the graffiti. Like it is mostly just words, but wherever it's not words, it all tends to be a massive smiling cat of some like very Cheshire cat vibes, very like AI generation being what AI generation is. I think it's very you guys are like used to graffiti where they really let the paint like drip down.
Mm-hmm.
It's that. Like sloppy, but intentionally sloppy. Like it, or if it's not intentionally sloppy, that they are looking for it to be sloppy. But then you also see some what looks like graffiti of giant moths on it. Oh, and they are specifically over words. And the more you look for them, the more you can see them.
Well, this is different.
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything about moth graffiti before.
Which one of you sees one of them move?
Who has the highest perceptive?
I got 4 in perception.
I think it's by Clovis then.
Yeah, probably Clovis.
Clovis, you know for sure that you see, like, you saw this one's wing twitch. And then coming down the alleyway is our dear rhino friend, Indy. And he's just like, oh, Caram, nice, cool, found you here. It's just like, I feel like I've been lost in this alley for, it feels like days, it's crazy. And it's just like, I've been meaning to tell you, and then this moth detaches itself from the wall and just clings to the back of Indy's head.
I'm just gonna try to just grab it and throw it off.
Indy screams. Look, not the thing, but yeah, go ahead and make me a roll. Let me get this guy. Let me get the moth's character sheet up here. No, I lost that.
Will this be an attack or just like trying to grab it?
I think this is a straight up attack because it is going to be attacking Indy.
All right.
That is
15.
That is a 1 and a 3 as well. So you can fly and you can hit that moth, but we've also triggered a nightmare on one of the villains.
I said 15. I meant 10.
No, you're good. What's it look like to hit the moth off of it?
I think right as the I don't know what the legs of a moth are called, but right as they're about to grab on, Caram just comes in and just hits it right in the wing, and it causes it to fall off to the side onto the ground.
The moths begin to scatter and take to the air. Indy is face down on the ground, head covered with his rhino arms. And he's just like, these alleys have gotten so much scarier lately.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Alright, Cash, what you got?
Goodness. I think as the moths are leaving, the shadows start to get far darker. But it's not shadows, it's ink pooling all over the place because he doesn't have shadows otherwise. As they hear the clicking of like heels, followed by quite a fitting area, don't you think?
Huh. And here I thought you would know better.
No
Are
better.
you wearing a potato sack? Like a literal dirty potato sack.
I think it's a dirty doctor's coat, like
It
with
is.
tattered, very similar. It's to match the aesthetic of the dream worm.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you
hey,
mean by no better? Please do explain.
Me and Cash have trained together for so long. He knows what I'm capable of. I would have thought you would have gotten some of that knowledge.
One is very much aware of what you are capable of, but this affliction, if you would like to call it, happened long before you and the good doctor ever truly started working with one another.
I see.
It's quite interesting seeing you all down here, especially you, Caram.
Give me one reason I shouldn't do what I've already done to you before.
You'd probably kill him, and I don't think that's what you want, is it? You two are friends, right?
Mm.
See, funny thing. I'm pretty sure I don't have to. And Midnight's gonna hold his hands out and summon shallow tendrils to try to grab onto Cash using in shallow tendril grasp.
Unsure how one would counter, but one would counter copying using inky tendrils to counter that.
Right. I'm gonna roll 7 6-siders for you, Cash.
Against basically my attack.
Yep, against yours.
Let's see.
I rolled real bad. I'm sorry,
looking-
Cash.
I got a total of 10 because of Wilting Hope.
Oh yeah. I only got 8. So.
Yeah. So.
Oh wait, no.
right
I'm sorry.
now-
What level are you, Cash?
I am, last I checked, 11.
11. I need to roll 4 more dice. Sorry.
That'll do it.
That totals up to 16. I'm going back and forth here. You guys can you guys help me out on this one? Just players and villains alike. The game totals out at, the game says the max of 7d6. So I told the players that we're going up to 7d6, no higher. But I was telling the villains, at least I was telling Vatna, that 7d6 was the highest that we were gonna roll for them, that they always roll 7d6. But then I thought maybe doing it as their villain level was fun. But that does mean it's very, very hard for the players to win.
Personally, it
This
would
is
be.
their
I'm fine
domain.
with description, or discretion.
Yeah, discretion.
we'll get the masks up in a second.
Dang.
Yeah, we'll let Midnight win this one, if you don't mind.
Oh, that's fine. I
Yeah.
think comparatively it would genuinely make sense narratively for Midnight to be able to win this.
Yeah, no damage, but entangled.
You canine son of a bitch, let me go.
You guys want to help me hold him down? I think I can finish this quickly if you give
You
me a
mean
little bit of
tie
time.
him up, right? Tie him up so
It's-
we could.
Quite cute. You think that you'd be able to separate us as easily as possible, because you do understand that this spurs from a deal that had something else going on in the far more fine print.
Maybe not remove it, but I'm sure I can weaken it.
Caram will try to hold him down.
All right, yeah. Initiative is everybody rolls 2d6 and adds like the ability that they think is correct for it.
I think it's normally quick, but the ability also works.
Yeah, it's normally quick. Cash, did you wanna like if you jump into the OVA thing, you can you can get in the you can get in the game yourself if you want to do your own rolls. Unless you're like busy, which case perfectly fine.
No, I'm good. Is it in the OVA chat?
Oi. Well, that didn't work. Oh yeah, I can just click over there, can't I?
Work.
Let's see. Oop. That was... Okay, yeah, I'm just going to have to do this. It's... Yeah. That was not the number of dice I needed. Yeah. I've got 10 initiative.
Screw it. Well, how many do we need to roll?
2d6 and then we're gonna add we'll add 5
Quick.
to it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 4? Right. So they're at 10.
I got a 10.
You got a 10. Kevin got 6 before adding his quick, which is...
Oh, wait. Wilting Hope's still up, so I just got 5.
Alright, so
Wilting
Caram's
Hope's up. I have
Go ahead.
4. No, I have 5, sorry. And Midnight? No, you rolled a 6 on your first dice, didn't you? Or do you only have a 3?
Well, I just kind of figured we just throw those out when we do bad rolls. When it's not what we're supposed to roll.
Oh, I just took that and added the rest.
Ah.
Yeah, so I have a 5.
So 5. And then we... Alright, so it looks like it is Cash, Kevin. What was Seth?
It was a
4?
4. Well,
Oh, I was-
actually, no, 6 because of Wilting
Yeah,
Hope.
6 because of Wilting Hope.
So. Oh yeah, okay, all right. So Cash first, then Caram, right?
Mhm.
Then Kevin, then Kawari, then Seth. Is that the order? Does that feel right, or is it Seth then Kawari? Or Seth then...
It's
Seth, but
Seth, then me.
Excellent. Sorry, everybody. I am bad at anime. But
So-
yeah, go ahead.
so for reference, entangled prevents actions until broken out of. Can break out with whatever means that they want to try. it has to roll against my my power move and strength.
What's the number that we would have to beat?
Whatever I end up rolling with power move and strength together. So it's another competing roll.
All right, tug of war this shit, you two. You get to roll 7d6 whenever you're making rolls for that as a villain.
Oh goodness.
So the number to beat is
Missing one.
8. Is the number to beat, which looks like
They rolled
looks
12.
like you did.
4, 4, 4.
Hmm.
There we go.
So
Okay.
you say that he's ensnared currently?
Oh, you can break out of it right now.
Oh, that's what I was making sure.
You
So
rolled-
since the only thing that he is seemingly armed with currently is his quill, which then cuts right through it. It's quite cute. You think you can hold me, of all creatures, down? Not even a fucking glass lemon was able to keep me contained.
I know who you are now.
Wow, is it really that obvious and it's only taken you now to figure it out? I've been lurking for so long, even long before this. Just being amplified by the nightmares was enough to get me to show myself. But of course you would finally figured it out, God Hunter. It's quite cute, actually.
Alright, Ash, what kind of attack would you be doing? Like, as you break out of these tendrils, you still get, like you broke out, you can do something now.
Am I basing it off of what I'm capable of doing regardless?
Yep, exactly that. Flavor it however you want. You can do, like, a big attack, but if you're doing a big attack, do a charge up for it, and give them all a chance to, like one turn of it go, but like you get your normal attacks right now. If you want to add like a status effect to them, the attack probably does 5 damage. If you want to just hit somebody, it's gonna do 10.
I think he's going to pull his journal out of his coat, which is now dripping excessively with ink, and starts to write something down, which would be counted as a charge, but once the charge is over, it does have a status effect on it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So next is Clovis, and then Seth. No, Seth then Clovis.
Where's Clovis?
I'm so bad at initiative.
Seth, me, Midnight, Clovis.
Oh wow, okay.
This is why we need like a whiteboard. Everybody can see it then.
We got a whole thing on the side here that I could be writing things down, but I'm terrible.
All right, I feel like it's pretty obvious he's charging up for something. I don't know what it is, and it makes me nervous. So I'm gonna try something a little different. I have a power attack ability that I'm gonna play around with. It is. I'm gonna summon the chains that I normally do, but since there's like this is a nice little nightmare shadow world, I'm gonna add my own tendrils to it, and summon those. But I'm going to use 40 endurance because it's armor piercing times 2, ranged, so I don't need to be close to it. Area of effect, entangle, and extra damage, but it'll leave me open to attack.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
What are we rolling?
Let me do. It'll be 6. It'll be 66.
All right, 66. And am I right to think that for all combat things, it's always just like against each other, or is it just success slash
It's
fail? What's that?
It's always against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Cash, roll against Seth.
How many again?
7.
That is.
Oh, I hit the wrong one. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
I can't hit. I don't know how numbers work. Apparently.
That's 12 versus 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So Seth wins by 2.
You know, for those of you who fought Millennia, Elden Ring, pretty Scarlet Rot girl, that Scarlet Rot flower, that's going to be what's going to kind of encompass Pretend Cash, but it's going to be all black and silver. And it's not just going to be an uncovering, like a cocoon covering. Those chains are going to try to go through him as well because of the armor piercing.
Yeah, for sure. Like the way that I see it looking is like as the how much damage is it?
What's the damage on it, Seth?
Oh god. I wasn't sure if the extra damage was multiplicative or additive.
It's damage times the amount left
How much
over.
you win by? Yeah.
Yeah. And since you have armor piercing 2, it'll be 4 times your damage.
Well, no, armor piercing is only if armor is involved.
Oh, it's only armor? Okay.
So I believe, since we talked about this earlier, see 2 extra damage. So that'd be 9 base, which makes it 18.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh, keep in mind, you have to take out health and endurance before something goes down.
Yeah, that took a lot from me too. There's a lot of negatives.
And Cash, feel free to tell me I'm wrong on this one. As the chains like go through you, it's just like instead of like the chains hit the body or you hear the cloth of the coat tearing, but you do not hear what you would expect when an attack hits physical flesh. It sounds mostly like squelching of ink as like splattering out the back of it against the wall. And like leaking into the graffiti, like increasing the amount of anxiety you're all feeling, increasing the terror, and like a little bit calling the moths back down. Like as the moths like start drinking the ink off the wall. But Cash, do you react to it? Like it hurt. Don't get me wrong, it hurt. That's a painful attack.
I would think he himself, the semi-physical body, does actually react in a, when the big bad in anime is just like, oof, that hurt, but doesn't really, but it's not him saying anything, it's some other malicious, like, bestial scream coming from something else from the form.
It's like, absolutely. You all see these moths on the wall as well, and as they are like proboscis out, nibbling on the graffiti, it feels like they are fraying reality around you. Like things are getting more uncertain in this like alleyway. The alleyway now, if you look behind you, it goes on forever, like almost like a funhouse mirror situation, as these moths are here. Alrighty then.
Can you deal with the moths? I've got cash.
Got it. I'll just do a basic strike on one of them.
Oof, that was a 6. Oh, I got a roll. My bad. They only get 4. But mine is a 10.
Okay.
One of the moths, what was your attack against it?
Oh, Caram was just gonna go up and just try to just slam it down into the floor.
As you reach out to grab it, it is just graffiti. Like, your hand goes right through it. It is part of the wall. So it's just like you feel like your hand touched the wall, and like as you are looking around, the graffiti is growing. The moth graffiti is growing. The other stuff around, all of the other graffiti, is starting to fade as the moth gets bigger. All right, Midnight, what you up to?
Midnight's going to be approaching Cash with a big smile. You remember my shadow? He
Of
wants
course,
to say
one
hello.
remembers.
and Midnight's shadow would take on the full demonic form that it had while in the nightmare, and just try to unleash hell on Cash. And Cash was entangled, right, Seth? That was one of the effects?
Yeah.
Okay, there's no defense roll when you're entangled. I'm using Curse Eater. Ooh. Only an 8, and there is a 13.
There is
I
a
think.
13 in there. Because
So,
with the limitations of technology and stuff right now, we can't have a second villain jump in for this one. Like, we can only have one villain on the screen at once. But
that is 72 endurance damage.
I forgot to write down how much endurance they had. So let me see.
Hey is wondering if they can grab that by proxy.
Why aren't you just at your party? Enjoy your party.
Fucking introverts.
I love this game too, but see, I think if it's K doing something by proxy, you all they're going to be.
Can I offer something for K? Because I know it would absolutely ruin the hope of one person here.
Yeah, for sure, go for it.
As after Cash is attacked by Midnight and Caram is unsuccessfully trying to grab the moth, the one visible eye is gonna look at Caram and he's gonna laugh. I don't understand why you all are so upset. We have our dear friend Caram to thank for all of this. If it wasn't for him, one wouldn't have been able to get to such a level as I.
What the hell does that mean?
Do you remember that child, Alt? The one that was shot in the head and died. Almost a little over a year ago now. If it wasn't for the good doctor making a deal with an unseen face, he would have been done for in that moment. Because of you, he wouldn't have made such a deal. And the child would have perished on the spot.
Don't give me that bullshit.
Oh no, it is bullshit. It isn't bullshit, sir.
You say it's on me. You're the one that tried to take him. You're the one that is doing this.
Yes, and you opened such a door for me to even be able to do such a thing.
The moment that you get out of that him, I'll make sure you never come back.
But if I never come back, there is a good chance that your dear friend, the good doctor, and the child in hell, anyone else, maybe your sister too, may not return.
You keep her name out of your mouth.
Then fucking do something about it then, Tinger.
Because Caram's impulsive, can I just throw a punch at Cat?
Oh, absolutely. Let me. So take -2. Short-tempered and impulsive. So roll 2 less dice, and if and Cash, you roll your 7 dice.
All right. Karum beat me on that one.
You only rolled 1 die. Oh no, you. Oh, I see what you're doing there. One.
That's
Trying to
an
make
18.
Did you roll 7 dice?
I took it down to 5.
Oh, whoops.
Because it's normally, my roll is normally 7, and I ticked it down to 5.
And somebody's rolled 7. Oh, right.
Oh yeah, here.
There's a
Roll
glitch
me a
with-
20-sider as well. That is so that is 8. That is actually 17 because K has +10.
Pinch me.
Oh, okay. So you just got to beat a 7 then.
Yep. Damn.
He sure did.
Fuck.
Yeah, there is a glitch with the sheets where I'll still sometimes roll the wrong number.
Yeah,
'Cause that's what the combat
absolutely.
stats release notes mentions.
Okay, let's cut off the last 2 then, because then it's still in order. So
It's still
12.
It's still 12, and you got a 7 because he played Caram played a card and played Pinch Me to remove your bonus, and then he rolled a 19 and punched Cash in the face.
Yeah, Cash now has a broken nose.
So what did Cass roll? A 6? So he took. Damn,
What?
my punches hurt. It's 6 times 5.
He killed a
Godspeed,
ghost
Kit.
by punching it.
Godspeed, Cat Man.
And now it is Clovis's turn. Clovis, you are surrounded by moths. You see one of the moths on the wall growing significantly larger than the rest of them. It appears to be eating all of the text off the wall and growing in size. And it's making everybody feel very uncomfortable. And
What you said earlier, are the moths, are they graffiti?
they are somewhere between, like, they are graffiti when you roll low. They are real when you roll high. They keep switching, like they are in a nebulous state of both.
Run me through make an attack again.
How do you make an attack, you said?
Yeah.
If you are using your, like, you roll weapon and whichever, like, you think is like if it's a strength attack, you roll strength. If it's quick, if it's a speedy attack or a perceptive attack. I think perception works for me in this one. So if you're attacking the moths,
Yeah, I'll attack the moth.
this would be 76. Am I right, guys? Because he has 4 perception and then 3 on weapon.
Yeah, so you should just roll 7.
Okay.
Yep.
Even though 76, and then I'm rolling 40. All right, so I gotta beat a 10. I did not.
You rolled a 10.
Yeah, I rolled a 10. Just didn't get there. All right, Clovis.
So,
What is it like for you to know how to cut one of these moths wide open and then to do it?
Can I do a little something funny instead of using my swords?
1000%, yeah.
I'm gonna put a spare sock, and I'm gonna soak it up in some puddles. I'm gonna start just rubbing it off the wall.
Oh, washing the graffiti wet.
It took him this long to figure it out.
It's like, guys, we just fucking clean your walls. Just scrub.
Exactly.
Fire
Right.
also works.
How do I no notes. You guys just see Clovis walk over, scrubbing with a wet sock, cleaning the wall. All right, Cash. We've all gone all the way around. You have to break out of Seth's chains, but your charge can go off if you can beat Seth's roll. What is he rolling, Midnight, for his binding?
Seth is rolling power move plus strength.
Oh boy, that's 4.
So it would be 6 because of 2 base die, so 6d6.
Oh yeah, the base. My bad.
Alright, so 6. Alright, Cash. Roll me 7d6, and you just gotta beat a 6.
Ooh,
I-
broke out that.
That is so many 6s. It's 1, 1, 6, 6, 6, 6. That is...
I think he broke out.
That's a
Yep.
nasty roll.
I mean, man got punched in the face. He's pissed.
It's like you get like you would go to jail in Monopoly for rolling this.
So by the way, is Caram the closest to him right now?
Yeah, Karam. Well, it's either Karam or Indy. Indy's like on the ground, hands over his head, like trying to protect himself. Indy is terrified, by the way. Karam. Indy is like curled up in the ball the best he can. He's a rhino, so I mean, the ball like does keep him safe because leathery hide. But he is scared. I think he's crying.
I think in this scenario though, Caram, because he fucking punched him, I think Caram is front and center.
Absolutely.
So since he's so close, what he will see in the journal is this is going to be the first time I use this, and it's not going to be pretty, so I'm sorry. He's using diagnose, and he was absolutely writing something that will afflict them with their worst possible nightmares so he can attempt to escape.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I am going to Caram, I am going to give you -2 for your overconfidence.
Fair enough.
Same for you, Clovis. -2 for your overconfidence. Midnight, you get a -2 because of your code of conduct, your loyalty to everybody. Like, that is what is being tested here. And Seth, you can't trust any of these people. You're also distrusting. So all of you have -2 to resist this roll. As Cash is trying to make their getaway. So how would you, like, which rolls would you put in to fight against this?
I'll be honest, it depends on what Cash rolls here.
Cash, this is, I think, this is doctoring, and this is bureaumancy. Two things that don't exist in the normal OVA rulebook.
Yeah.
It's 76 from Cash, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's definitely 76. All right. So we got. Ooh, it's not amazing, but
6.
Yep, 6. It looks like. All right. So,
I'm tempted to make a very risky play.
Well, I think for Midnight it would be like this was our worst fears that Cash was bringing out.
This is the
Yes.
worst fears.
Yeah, so I think passion, fear, and probably perceptive to kind of see through it.
I'm sorry, I do have to say something here. Cash rolled a 13 in that.
Oh,
Fuck. Oops.
I think your number to beat is 13.
That changes things.
okay. Well, I might as well roll because that'd be 4d6 for me, I think, because of -2.
you rolled a 13 in total, not like we decided that that's not how we're gonna get to 13 in this game, but like that would have been really funny. All right, what is the diagnosis of fucking Cash writing your worst fear into your brain?
I think for a moment, at first minute I doesn't react, but then you start seeing the surroundings turn into like some icy mountains surrounded by a forest, and he just sees the frozen bodies of the rest of the group just looking like not just lifeless but soulless.
Absolutely.
I think for Caram, Sixth Sense, Perceptive, Heightened Sense, and Willpower. Do those all make sense?
Yeah, works. Like, makes sense to me.
All right. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minus 2, so 4d6. I mean 66
60.
because of the plus 2.
Gotcha. Oh, you got 12. You got right there.
I wish I could increase that by 1.
If you use, like... I think if you, like, if you have a card, like, make it a 20, you could, turn one of those up. You could turn, like, the number into a 6.
Sure, I'll do. I don't do this often. I'll do this once. I want this moment.
Go for it. That's what he gets
I
for
can-
talking shit.
Go ahead,
All right.
Clovis
Seth,
and Seth.
yeah, Seth or Clovis. I think it's probably... For Clovis, I think it's survival and perception again. But then -2, so... But then +2, so... Is it... I think it's 66 for you as well, Clovis.
Oh, I looked at the left and I saw 2 6s, but then I looked at the roll thing and it was only 1.
Man, the dice being, like, off is definitely happening. Alright, Clovis, what is a nightmare for you? Don't think we know enough about Clovis to know what he's afraid of.
Hold on, let me whip something up real quick.
If you don't mind, Clovis, I could think of something considering where you're from.
Yeah, shoot.
Since he's from Tiraloa, it could be the Loa just slowly consuming him.
Becoming corrupted, like the ink is actually just the corruption.
I think it'd be more his family.
Oh, it's not him, but his family. Oh, jeez.
Being ultimately powerless to stop the Loa from corrupting one's family.
Yeah, I don't think I told anyone, but I've whipped up some family characters.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Yeah, let's kill your family.
Yeah.
All right.
And in this place, nightmares are real. All right,
Standing
Seth.
there mortified with a soggy sock in his hand.
Sorry, didn't mean to cough into the mic, but I was fucking. It's just a sock, like scrubbing it. And he's like, what do you mean? Look, and then he just gets a vision of his family slowly falling into puddles of Loa, just the waste, like turning into these goo monsters. All right, Seth. What kind of dice you thinking for yourself?
So I got some bad news.
Mm.
I have a fear of mind reading and mind control, and I have a secret. Both are -1s. The only plus that I could have that could kind of fit is psychic, and this is gonna be a bad time.
Godspeed, then.
So that'd be a -4. So you're at -1.
I can't roll any.
I think it's roll 2 dice and treat it like rolling with disadvantage.
Yeah, roll 2, take the lower.
I put too much effort into the wrong things. Just like really.
That's still enough to beat Cass, though. Oh wait, no, it's still 5. Wait, what did you get?
Cash got 13.
Oh, 13. That's right, 13. All right,
I was
Seth.
gonna lose anyway. It's 13. Everybody loses when it's
Think about
13.
that.
Karam won because he turned one of the sixes and one of the rolls into a 6. So like Karam technically got like 18.
So is this like a crit fail?
Crit fails are if all your rolls are a quote unquote 1, which if you had rolled a 1, yes, but so no, it's not a crit fail.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like you tried 5. Like you got almost halfway enough to like surpass this. All right. Cash, you have them all. Oh, sorry, Seth. Go ahead and like give us. Unless you don't want to, unless you just want to like
No,
fall to
no,
your
no.
knees in Nightmare.
I don't have knees. I don't have any
Okay.
knees. But this is the big fear would be that'd be kind of paralyzing because this is literally his fear. It's negative that I have. Remember, like being forced to remember his past, and the fact that he literally left his family just because he didn't want to take care of them. He made a contract for freedom, and now he's being forced to remember it. It keeps going on over and over his head how he just went for milk and never came back. Children, wife.
You see around you all of your allies. Wait, hold on. Let me roll for Indy.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh no, poor kid.
Poor kid.
Poor kid.
Indy didn't do very good either. Indy got 133. He went real rough.
If he wasn't in a ball before, he definitely is now.
He covers his ears like he's covering his ears. He like looks up and he just starts screaming. You guys see inside his ears like wiggling out is like a yellow tail of one of the dream worms. Caram, like feel free, Cash, to stop me on this one. Like Cash, you were trying to like get away, slinking into like inky shadows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you are seeing Cash with that Cheshire smile, that terrifying grin, staring at you, like a little scuffed up from you guys' like damage, like ink covering his face, a little bit bruised from where you punched, but like, and you're good. You broke out of the dream. Everybody else is tormented, but you broke out of it. What is your choice? Do you try to make another attack on Cash, or do you let your friends writhe in pain?
I think Caram, just as Cash is getting away, he sees Caram glare, and Caram, to try to break him out of it, he knows that if he was to go for Cash, it wouldn't do much. He's gonna try to hit the book to break them free.
All right, Cash, hit me with that 7d6 to make your escape. Karam, hit me with your attack to attack that book. That's so many 4s. Well,
It's only an 8 from me.
you done did it, Cash. And like, with that, what is your parting blow, Cash?
Can I play something?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we're here. Play.
With the Karam getting as close as he is, this is the moment where, sparing down his friend, he absolutely becomes lucid for a second. Karam, I'm so sorry. I don't want to do this and I need help, please. Help me. And then he's gone.
I think that's what stopped Caram. Was
Man
just
went
that
and man
moment.
got lucid. Thank you for letting me tormenting y'all. I'll let you get back to your game.
Thank you for coming in. All right. So everybody on like their knees or knee-like appendages. Like Indy like is foaming at the mouth. The foam is definitely lemon scented for the record. Anybody got any like medical know-how? So for the record, until you yourself roll at least 1 6 on a successful check, you are taking your highest level, and you are taking -2. You have to act on the distrust for Seth, the failure for Midnight, and Clovis's overconfidence getting his family turned into the lower. Caram, you're fine. You don't have to take the -2.
I think Caram has dealt with what would have came up as a nightmare too many times. It's just a normal dream at this point.
Glug, 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 glug.
Yeah.
Have we decided on what flavor Daylight Crush is? Is it just citrus?
It's not Sunset
I feel like
Lemonade.
with the colors, I feel like it's some kind of blackberry orange.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's black currant. Delicious.
Yeah, I think Midnight just kind of loses himself for a moment in that landscape, but then he just feels in his pocket something left behind by high noon, and he just drinks it and he snaps out of it.
I don't actually get the Sunset Lemonade joke. Is that a brand?
It's Bear Grylls Sunset Lemonade. It's piss.
No, that's kind of an insight.
Bear Grylls, the guy who like tried to live in the wild and did.
Meme.
It's a meme. I'm sorry.
Sun's going down.
No, it's
Sun's
just
going down. Better drink my own piss.
there are memes that go over my head. There really are. I did see him squeeze elephant poop once, and that makes me very sick. I hate to do this, but speaking of piss, I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, that could have gone better, but could have gone worse. The fact that he ran away says something.
Well, we should probably deal with these mobs now so that we can get out of here.
Sounds like a plan to me. We can still put we can still ruin his plans a little bit.
Okay, I'm very sorry about that, everybody.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, everybody. So we are on our way. All right, so Caram,
Yes.
you have is there just an elevator down here that like takes us up to the tower?
I think what it does is like, you know how a lot of buildings have generators in the basement?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right in the generator room. I'm sorry, because that's probably not a map you have.
I do not have a map for a generator room, but like we can just quickly just boop, pop you guys right into R&D.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Caram knows some like vents and such to get in there.
Oh, sweet. Hold on. Let me get you guys like in the rafters. Guys looking down, you see Flynn sitting at the at her controls, like tickety tackety tickety tackety tickety tackety. In my head, this version of Flynn has like really long acrylic nails.
Caram just. I think that would actually just get Caram staring for a couple seconds. Do I see what we're after?
You guys are after the earplugs, or like so in the game, Flynn had started to work on. Let me just, here we go. I like it better upside down. In the game that we were playing, Flynn had started to research the earworms, and had figured out how to detect them, which is the not microscope, which is the magnifying glass, which is certainly sitting on the table. But if Flynn, I'll ask Flynn. Flynn, did you finish the thing to prevent people from getting earworms? I don't know if Flynn's like listening, and that's fine. We'll say that there are a pair of headphones, like there are prototype headphones sitting on the table as well. Is the goal sneaking in here, or is the goal the fuck? You guys can't see the chat, but it just says piss joke.
Yeah.
Do you guys make yourselves known to Flynn? Are you sneaking? Or just somebody lowering a rope to grab it?
You know what? I feel like Midnight would just lower one of the Bane tendrils to grab it.
I mean, she's just a cat now, right? Just a normal cat.
Oh, that's just how I always picture Flynn.
Oh, okay.
Like that, I've said it before. This is how I picture Flynn. Like all scenarios. I think Flynn gets 5d6 as like she said it. This is a spy's this is a spy's workshop, so it might be trapped. Let me see what we got. Okay, it's not very trapped.
So I think because I'm using the Bane tendrils, it'll be weapon plus agile.
All right.
Did I miss something? Because I feel really confused. Why are we like not just asking?
I thought about it myself.
6.
I mean, it's Flynn.
Not...
She's just a cat.
You have to remember
know who's influenced.
Yeah. Also 13.
Yeah, I was gonna call out that 13.
Yeah. Technically 2 in the same role.
Yeah, you could say that.
This is like, I am perfectly fine, Lurid, if you want to jump in here, but I was like, I would prefer if we like let this one go a little bit, let the story get a little bit further before you jump in. Absolutely, I want to see Lurid in it, but let's get to another place first, if you're cool with that. Yes, absolutely, you can pocket it.
Okay, let me reword. We don't need to ask, but she's a cat. She's not really going to put up much of a fight.
We've already got
Look,
it.
me,
Oh,
me
well.
and Flynn have a prank.
Explain my glaucoma.
Me and Flynn have a prank war going. Let's just call this another one of my pranks.
Like, so you just like, all right, what did you go after though? Did you grab the magnifying glass or did you grab just the earphones?
I think I grabbed the earphones and probably left behind like a small cat toy.
Absolutely. All right. So you have the earphones on you all, so you are protected from the earworm. Does that mean we're heading to the tower? Or are you guys gonna go through, like, are you heading to the radio tower instead of dealing with Lockstitch Academy? Because that is what the earphones are gonna help you with the most.
Oh, I was gonna say, we're already sneaking. Might as well head up and go for the target.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
can fucking sneak our way up to Taupe for sure. Who's the sneakiest?
I have Agile 4 and Quick 3.
Clovis does have stealth, despite the fact he is 10 feet tall.
Was there actually a stealth?
Was there not? I might have just wrote that in.
Agile is basically stealth.
Ah, my bad.
So agile and invisibility or other invisibility is the actual stealth move.
I only have
That's it.
Agile and Quick, and I got to be changed for that.
I honestly, I was just quickly looking at the sheets. Technically, I would say Clovis with his survival as well would probably also do it. And between me and him, we both would end up rolling 7d6.
Yeah, why don't you both just roll 76? We'll take the higher.
I bet.
Okay.
Let's go, Clovis.
So you said 7 6s?
Yep.
I got an 8. He got a 10.
Alright, a 10. Yeah, that'll get us there. Alright. So, you guys sneaking around through the vents. You guys, like, let me go walk us through this place. You guys aren't, like, in this one. You guys are, like, in the drop ceiling of it. And, like, if you look down, it's just all beetles, like, in paperwork. There's paper everywhere. And you see these beetles, like, grabbing the paper and, like, it looks like they're moving it to another pile, but the paper never gets to the other pile. It just disappears into their hands, and the beetle gets a little bit bigger. And it's just like, sitting at Rosie's desk is just a beetle now, and it's just all beetles all the way down. Looking at them, they are, with a 10, I will give it to you that you notice that these people are closer to origami than they are to living creatures. And then you find the boss's office, and I'm gonna have to move you guys because, like, it's you sitting right in front of her. But whoop, sneaking into the drop ceiling, and you see, like, the fake Hope sitting at her desk, stone still, not even moving. Or paper still?
So this is the person we're after?
This is the leader of the Lockstitch agency, the person who ousted the captain, like got Silver Thimble against the captain and destroyed the Silver Academy. It's destroyed Lockstitch Academy. Peanut says that she is a nightmare because she should not exist anymore.
So we just need to off this person?
Sure.
Midnight, Seth?
You know,
I mean, it seems a little extreme.
Nah.
you know what?
Is this whole? How
You
many
guys
of the
cover me.
people are the rest of the people in this building under her? Like, as in, they are. Give me a second. Like her underlings, or are these like everybody here works for her? Correct? Like they took like this whole building has been taken over by her employees. Correct?
Yep, she has reformed the Lockstitch Academy into Lockstitch Agency. Some people stayed on, like Gemini stayed on until Peanut was revived, at which point Peanut convinced him to leave. Rosie works here, Flynn works here. Lots of people are here. Rosie, Flynn, Gemini. Castor works here, but not Pollux.
Yeah, that happened.
Like Pollux might have like Castor might just be home drinking.
What do you mean? It's only been Caster.
We can't just go in there
I'm sorry?
and assassinate this woman and then have the rest of the building, you know.
So I
I'm
think
following
Midnight be a
Midnight
little
on this
impulsive.
one.
I think Midnight be a little impulsive and having a plan already. He's pulling up the mimic cloak and just gonna turn into these massive set of fangs as he tries to death from above Taupe with the mimic cloak. And I did give it the special perk stealth kill, so it's a matter of what you think that will do.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we can. So you're gonna drop down from above to get the kill. Does anybody want to help out and give Midnight another die? And if you do that, tell me how you're helping him get this done.
I'll do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be a distraction by crashing through the roof onto the floor. Because I don't know how I fit up in the rafters, but
Yeah,
It's really
I've been
big.
trying to
Taupe's
figure that
really
out,
big. They
too.
had to build a big building. I'm sorry, what was that, Seth? Go ahead.
I said I've been trying to figure that out too. Just two big old dudes crushed up in 3 feet apart in the rafters because they're not gay.
Is that how Seth helps Sue? Just the weight beneath both of them just broke the ceiling?
Yeah, that's actually good. That's how we help. We just fall, crush whatever's underneath our bodies.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Caram's staying in the position in case this does not work. Because Midnight asked me to cover him.
All right, Midnight. This is a challenge 10, but if you get this challenge 10, you do kill Taupe.
Okay, so that's 2 bonus dice.
Yep, 2 bonus dice. And let that take you over 7 if you need to.
Can I add my agility to it? Well, agility to this since it's a stealth move.
It feels right, yeah.
That's a 12.
That's a 12 without any ones, so it does give you the there's no villains. What is this like? All right. So first, Clovis and Seth come crashing through the thing. Very Boondock Saints. It's like tangled in the rope. Like Taupe just looks over. It's just like, who are you two? And then at mid-sentence, Midnight, what does it look like to kill Taupe?
I think it just looks like a pair of wolf fangs just coming down, and it looks really strange because the cloak is just completely flat, so Taupe just kind of disappears as the fangs snap closed, and Taupe is just gone.
And now
Midnight just stands up on the cloak.
And now I'm just thinking of Chainsaw Man. Con.
Oh shit, you used your cloak?
Yeah.
Oh shit, it didn't work. Your cloak was sabotaged.
Oh my god!
Like, as Midnight comes down, Taupe whips around, grabs Midnight by the throat, and choke slams him through through her desk. And she's like, "You I was waiting for." Everybody roll initiative. This fight got real.
Does she even know I'm here?
Oh no, you're still good. Midnight, she is squeezing your throat. You are restrained by her, and like you see, you guys know General Grievous, where he reaches in and pulls out a bunch of lightsabers. Imagine that as a beetle, but reaching into her cloak and pulling out guns. Like, she pulls out a Tommy gun, she pulls out a Derringer, she pulls out a sawed-off shotgun, and she pulls out a trench knife. Caustic did that, by the way. Caustic trapped Midnight's cloak.
That was an unexpected one. I was expecting the sword.
Damage wise, where is Taupe? I expected you to fight her. I did. Okay, so that is her power attack. Oof. She gets you for 30, Midnight.
Oof. Okay.
Also, and she is just like strangling you, because that is like a crit failure with an F in chat, by the way, when you get sabotaged.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Since she doesn't know I'm here, is it okay if I just go first?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm cool.
Rest of us roll initiative, or
Yeah, the rest of you roll initiative. It's so funny whenever anybody's just like, for flavor, this is how it works. And then, like, because, like, Krieg is just like, for flavor, let's go to the bar. I was just like, the bar was trapped.
I'm not sure if I should do this. Fuck it.
Alright, Seth is... Alright, so 6. Oh, let me roll initiative for Taupe. Taupe rolled real low. It looks like it is Caram, Kawari.
Clovis didn't roll yet.
Oh, can you give me 2 6-siders, Clovis? Okay. It is Caram, Kawari. Sorry, Caram, Midnight, Seth, Taupe, Clovis. Caram.
Clovis should get 2 more because of quick.
Oh shit! Yeah, 2 more. Forgot he was quick. His size is distracting. Need 2 more d6 from you, Kevin.
Oh, right.
Okay. It goes Caram, either Quarry or Clovis,
Or Seth.
or
They all
Or
got
Seth.
sixes.
and then yeah. All right. So you guys just choose your order. She goes last. Except Karam goes first, and then the 3 of you can fight it out.
I need to check something real quick, and then I'll go. Alright. I'm gonna use Knead the Dough. In order for her to even attempt to dodge this, she will need to use her action. So she will not get an action on her turn.
Absolutely. All right. Let's choose. She's the. Oh, she got 6 in total, but you got 18. So. What's it look like when you jump down from the rafters doing fucking or?
How much health does she have?
She has 50.
Oh, she dead.
She's dead. Karam just came down and just 1-2 punched, and she just went into the floor, destroying the desk. As Karam did 144 damage.
Yeah, that'll do it. Rest in peace again, Taupe.
That could have
I'll always
got
love you.
better.
I just imagine, just
Thanks,
as she's
Rob.
holding Midnight, Midnight just suddenly feels the hand shoot up as she just goes through the desk. Well,
Yep.
I told you I'd have your back.
I mean, I just raises his thumb up as he just kind of lays there for a little bit. I'm okay. Okay.
Karam holds his hand out for Midnight to grab.
You see Taupe in her hand, and like there is a sawed-off shotgun, there is a derringer, there is a trench knife, and there is a Tommy gun. Like those are the weapons in her last hand because of the bingo that Vala played. You see a receiver that looks very similar to the ticks, like the drug around, like little hypodermic needle like bug thing, but the same technology level. It's definitely from Sonnery, and it is a little radio receiver, and it is playing in the background that noise that it makes you very uncomfortable, but you can track it based on all of the stuff around you. This was going to be a roll, but Vala decided we're not doing rolls for it, which is perfectly fine. The radio, like you hear like, "Come in, Taupe, Taupe, we're all set. We're about to play the expanded power. Like, we're gonna get something about secrets out to the entire world." It's like, "Are you sure you want to do this? Let us know."
I think in this moment, Karam just types busy with a client. Wait.
All right. We'll hold off, but this storm will only last so long. We're about to hit the apex of it. It's just the crowd outside is getting pretty rowdy.
Caram just puts that away, picks up the Tommy gun, and just puts it on his back. All right, we gotta get to that tower now.
All right, let's go. And I pick up the trench knife, take a look at it.
It is of liminal make. It is designed for a beetle's hand, so instead of like it fitting to fingers, it is kind of like a saber. You know how a saber has the hand guard? Oh, no,
I have a...
This is not the cursed item.
Okay.
Caram's gonna bring her body into the rafters with us as we're leaving.
That's just gruesome. It's like, all right, come on.
How many of the guns is Caram gonna take?
Oh, I just wanted the Tommy gun. I took what I wanted.
The rest of them are just regular guns. I can tell you guys all right now that those things are just guns.
Caram
Mostly because I didn't think of writing up magical items for all of her weapons.
Caram just likes the Tommy guns. This is just going in a collection.
Fair. I mean, it's good taste.
Oh, I think with us heading to a tower, Midnight's going to look towards Caram, glance out the corner of his eye towards Seth, and then nod as he approaches Seth. So, Seth.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, is this on the way to the tower? I just want to make sure I know where we are.
Before heading to the tower,
Okay,
yeah.
so we're still in this office.
Yeah.
Okay.
Midnight's going to smile and put his hand on Seth's shoulder. I think you got something here.
I'm gonna take a step
Midnight's
back.
Midnight absolutely is going to try to remove the nightmare influence that he sees on Seth.
I'm gonna take a big step back. We have a place to go.
And we don't need interruptions. Like I said, Midnight is definitely going to try to remove that influence.
I'm going to shift.
So,
I guess we'd have to
compete
roll again.
rolls?
Yeah, I don't know which ones they'd be though, because it's not really an attack.
For you, it'd probably be some way of trying to get away or resist. Me, I'm thinking magic, witchcraft, and occult knowledge. So whatever you think can let you avoid me, I guess.
Well, if it's before I start changing, it's gonna have to be... I can't use agility until after I change. So if you really are trying to grab at me, I'm actually going to try to trip you with one of my larger tentacles. Pull it under your leg. And then try to pull away. I doubt that's going to work, but hell.
Yeah.
It's not really an attack. It's just something I'm trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just be strength. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Right.
Whatever you guys think your rolls are, go for it, absolutely.
So the number beat is an 8.
All right, this is going to be rough. I'm actually going to try to use my non high power grasping tendrils rather. So not just using my leg, but using other things. So that's going to be strength plus the standard 2. It's the strength, which is just 1 for me. The standard 2, that's with every roll for some reason, and then the attack itself. So that's 8. That's too many. 8 sounds like too many.
8 just gets shrunk right down to 7. So go right ahead.
I can only roll 6, and then roll 1. It's just won't let me.
You dodge though, man. You got it. Like you got 2 5s, so that's a 10. All right, what's it look like? And where are you heading?
Well, as soon as I get escape, get from his arms, I'm gonna shift into my animal form because I can do that instantly. Yay! And I'm gonna jump back up into the rafters, even if I have to jump on Chrome's back to do so. And as I change, the armor actually comes out to cover me. The scale armor.
Yeah, for sure.
And the sword can be now seen on my back. And I will be jumping out. And I do have agility and quick now, 2 points in each.
I like that. In my head, Clovis is just standing there, like, thumbs upping the whole situation. Like, because Caram and Midnight talked about it, but Clovis is just like, all right.
Yeah.
I literally don't know what's happening, but I don't like it. That's a bad touch. I don't want no worms all over me.
All right. Where are you heading, Seth? Like, if you were to get out of the building. Oh, sorry. If you if you were to get away from these guys and get out of the building, what is the
Well, we still have our job. I'm just gonna go first. I have a different type of hearing now.
And like, just as a heads up for everybody, I had no idea that Midnight at the beginning of the game was gonna try to be able to detect henches in people, like, because obviously Amon wasn't even on the screen, and I did not know he was gonna roll 3 fucking 6s when he did it. So like, in fiction, I felt like it would be unfair to not say that it's just like, oh no, you can tell when somebody is under an influence now. Very and it would have been very specific, but Amon was henching for K, and the fact that Amon was henching for K makes him able to see that Seth was also henching for K, which is just how the dice tell the story, I suppose. So running to the tower. Okay. And are you guys chasing after him? Do you know that you're chasing after him? Or are you guys just going to the tower?
That didn't go the way I planned. Hoping to nap him out of it. Clovis, to explain. He had the same thing that Amon did. I was hoping to deal with it before we dealt with the tower. I wanted to make sure that wouldn't interrupt. So, we could probably catch him, but I think we need to deal with the tower first.
Who wants a lucid moment and we have some of Soki's kites to get out of here?
Oh, that would be hilarious. Everybody just jumps out the windows.
We need to get there quick.
Like, this is what I'm picturing for the scene, by the way. You three just jump out the window. Seth on all fours, running down the street. The rain is getting stronger. Like, you can feel the lightning in the air, and with each like the thunder behind the rumbling is almost like a song. And like as the lightning cracks through the sky, it sounds like radio static.
I think with the kites, at the very least, we can land higher up in the tower.
Oh, all right. Let's get us here. On the ground, you all see a huge crowd of people, even though you know that like the last huge group of fans that collected at this tower were crushed under the weight of parts of the crystal falling off. There are no crystals on this tower anymore. Peanut's nightmare. It's all science. Like, Seth, you're on the ground. Like you're still heading towards the tower?
Yes, and as I run past people, I can only telepathically speak to my party members, so this is gonna be difficult. You know how a hyena kind of screams? Not like the laugh, but the scream a hyena makes?
Sure.
Okay, I'm just gonna make that sound at people as I run, kind of trying to scare them to get them to go away. I doubt it's not gonna work, but it'll be funny for me to think about. Because they don't want to be here in a few minutes.
Yeah, what would you roll to scare these people away?
I'm thinking psychic, but I just really went unfocused there. Actually, I'm not going to roll anything yet. I'm just going to do that for flavor. Because when I get to the bottom, I'm going to change into a different form. One that I couldn't control last time, but for some reason, in this dream, I feel like it's a lot more comfortable. I'll let the others go first. That might take a second.
Go loud. Clovis, midnight.
Sorry, come again?
Sorry, what?
I said, fuck it, go loud.
I just got back
I
from
mean,
the
if we need
shitter.
if
I don't
the
really know
goal
what's
is to
going on.
destroy the tower, might as well.
All right, crash through the window time.
Oh, wait, so are we all just gonna go after? I thought you guys were supposed to just stop it. Not destroy it. This is why we need to communicate better, guys.
Well,
As you
don't
all
not necessarily have to destroy the entire tower, but yeah.
As you all approach the tower from the air, your kites, it's feeling great. You guys are feeling amazing. Like yeah, we're gonna get this mission done, no problem. you feel a tug. And it's just like you, much like the moths during the alleyway, the reality is warping around you. Let me get lured in here. Between you all in the tower, a giant cosmic moth has appeared.
Don't have time for this.
You never did you? We never had time for each other.
Get out of the way. We need to stop this.
I just want this to continue forever. Don't you see how this all ends with the way things are going? I could get the Silver Thimble back on track.
Seth, on the ground, you see all of the moths and mice looking up at the moth and the tower, and they each drop to their knees, hands like extended almost in prayer, and you see what look like, you can see it. It looks like thread from their fingertips going up into the moth, feeding him their reality, feeding him their story.
They see it. They know what paths we can tread.
Does it look like they're hurting from it?
Sorry, what was that?
Does it look like they are hurting or suffering any way from it?
They are doing it willingly. It's like, given time, they will eventually disappear from reality entirely, but I'm not sure in the span of a couple seconds you could tell that.
Well, we have a job. How large is Giant Moth?
I want to say very much like the Harbinger, nebulous, like he
Ooh.
changes as you look at him.
So literally not even worth trying to fight. Maybe just trying to push his followers away then. God has no power without his followers. So I am gonna change. Well, I am gonna change. Instead of just my regular form, there's within this nightmare, I get a little bit more power and go into what is closer to what my hellish form was when I did that limit break like 20 years ago. Larger, more monstrous, split jaw, bifurcated jaw. Just doing my best to transform as quickly as possible. Spikes, spines, tentacles, just all over the place. It's I want these people to go away. And I'm going to use that transformation as the first step in that. And I also have intimidation to go. I have a I would like them to go away. I would like these people to go away so we can take this down.
Yeah, Lura, do you want to jump in so you can make the rolls yourself, or do you want me to do the rolls? I can drop it in the villain chat if you just want to follow that.
Happening now.
Oh, okay, you got it? Okay.
Midnight, I think this one's on us. Clovis, can you finish up inside?
In the tower?
Yes.
Sure. I don't know what I'm doing, but
Hey, Caram,
sure.
Yeah?
join him. I think I've got this.
You sure?
Midnight smiles and lifts up the hand with the lavender ring. I've got this.
Alright. Leaving it to ya.
So you two kites out. It like I hate the fact that I reference Fortnite so much, but it's just basically you guys just blow through the window like at the beginning of the game. Vetna, are you going to try to stop them from getting inside?
Question about the tower. It was partially destroyed last time, wasn't it?
It was, and they rebuilt it. They rebuilt it very quickly, so it is kind of shoddy craftsmanship. Not gonna lie. But it doesn't have the crystals. It lost magic to it. It no longer has any magic. It is just straight up a radio tower now.
Okay. So that's not an interest for me.
But these people clamoring for it, like
I think,
Go ahead.
in terms of like the perspective thing, I don't think Seth sees him as this nebulous being, because he's not. So he's going to just, Vetna's going to just appear at normal size, like normal Vetna size, near Seth and say, "It saddens me that you don't know enough about me to even know that I'm a non-believer. What god would I be?" And I'm going to attack him.
All right, absolutely. That is 76 versus whatever Seth wants to defend himself with.
I'm going to actually just use my own tendrils because they are a lot more massive and spiky now. Actually, and I have my sword. Heck me, I forgot about that. That's important. I'm going to do a multi-attack with my sword and tentacles at the same time, and that would be, I have tough, strength. The sword itself, it's going to be 76.
-2.
Oh, okay.
You haven't rolled a
That's-
6 since
Alan?
Yeah?
He did roll a 6.
His last
Did
roll.
he? Ah,
Oh
sweet.
yeah, I
My-
did. You silly.
Got it. Like absolutely then. For sure. Thanks for keeping me
I'm-
honest.
Going to try. No, we know. Okay, never mind. I know this is a nightmare. I know I'm not really killing him. So yeah, okay.
Ooh, 12.
It might be
versus-
running. It is go. Oh, there's a 13 there.
There's a 13 there.
That is a
And
really
he got a
shitty
10.
roll.
And yeah,
So it's 12 versus 10.
12 versus 10. Vanna, what's your strike on him look like?
It's just like from like probably from the distance from the tower to just down the street where Seth is standing. Vatna just swipes his hand across like his field of vision towards Seth, and just that portion of reality just gets torn away.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Is it just like a hole there now?
Yeah, with a breezeless wind just at the edges.
want to make sure I'm not like we're not one-shotting Seth right here. It's like that is
I mean,
that
if it's cool, I'm okay with it.
like that is a 35 damage hit for you, Seth.
I have. I'm good. I am still alive.
All right, Midnight and Seth, roll me initiative as Clovis and Caram break through the chamber, and you see inside owls infected with the dream worm. It's like they all turn and look at you. Like, basically, they turn their heads all the way around as they're sitting at their desks. And, like, look at you really, like, twitchy. She's like, intruders! And you guys get the jump on them? Absolutely. You don't have to roll initiative right now. But they are each trying to go for weapons. Like, all around you, tons of consoles. There's a big red button down here that, is the one that you guys told them to not press when you were pretending to be Taupe.
Yeah, I'll just land between them and punch this one. Actually, not punch, just come in and just kick him. Just straight from the kite to just landing on him with a kick.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. they only got 3d6, so like, I'm gonna guess you're gonna beat the shit out of them. It is a 13 though, but
10.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So 25 damage.
Put them on his face. He has 5 HP left. Clovis, when you break into here, what do you do immediately?
Just gonna go for the attack the guy on the right.
What kind of attack?
It doesn't matter if it's non-lethal. I'll just use my swords.
The flat ends of the swords? Or are you going... Like, these guys are possessed.
Oh, like, okay. Then I won't kill them. Yeah, I'll give him a punch.
Yeah, give me... What do we got for you? I think it's probably like 6. Huh, agile works. Yeah, go ahead and roll me... yeah, 6. No, 5 for strength and agile.
Strength is for damage.
Oh, strength is only for damage? My bad. Alright.
Yeah, strength. I think that Midnight set up for 7, right, Midnight?
Sorry, what was that?
Did you set up Clovis so that I roll 7 dice?
For accuracy, or?
Yeah.
Let me double check. I think I might have. Oh, he was already set up for that because of combat skill and agile.
Oh, okay.
You gotta beat a 10, though. Well, 76, and you gotta get higher than a 10, or else this owl is gonna get the better of you.
Although if he's using a scimitar, it's actually 8 because that has extra accuracy on it.
Oh, can that bypass the 7 limit?
Yeah, the special perks do.
1 more d6 then.
1 more d6.
Sure.
Like, it's just the base stats that have
But
that limit.
nope. So you got 8 from all of your 2s, but the owl like sees you coming, grabs you, and just judo throws you into the consoles. And like as you like crack your back on it, like you see a worm crawling out of his ear, and it's like almost like a snake lunges for your face. Like, it is going to try to get in whichever orifice it can to get to your brain.
Gross.
but you guys do have earphones on, so it can't get in through your ears, which is the place that it wants to get through most. Uh, Caram is in there with you. All right, let's go back outside real fast. All right, Midnight, you're still on your kite above Lurid, above Vatna, and you just saw him erase a large swath of this dream. Just reality there is gone. Like, if you look that way, it gives you a headache because, like, there is literally nothing there.
Yeah, I think he's going to kind of look at it that way a moment, then for shaking off, focusing on Vatna as he holds up the hand with the ring in it, and speaks out the incantation. When all seems lost, we learn what we find most important, and in it, the hope in darkness. As he transforms in the Moonlight Gale, he tries to come crashing down on top of Vatna, drawing Giri's sword, and tries to slice down at him.
All right, Vatna, 76 against Midnight.
Let's see. That's a 9.
And loses to a 12. No, yeah, 12, right? Oh, yeah. 4, 4, 4, 4, 16. Alright, Vatna, what does that look like? Like, he's coming down, like, you're coming down with the sword drawn, right?
Yep.
But, like, is it Sephiroth blade down, or is it Executioner arc down?
I think it's basically more like Link down stab.
Okay. What can you do with that one, Vatna? You won.
He's coming straight down at me.
Down smashing you.
Yeah, can I open up a portal like right above my head?
For sure. Where does the portal go?
The point at the top of the tower.
Oh, sick. Ooh, is he falling towards it to like get impaled? Is that what it's gonna be?
Yeah.
Metal. Alright. Vatna, this sounds like your time. This is your turn.
So they're trying to stop the broadcast?
They're trying to stop the broadcast. The broadcast appears to be spreading the nightmares further. Whether or not it has anything to like the fact that it has nothing to do with you, like you didn't start the nightmare, you are still benefiting from it. More people having a nightmare means this is prolonged longer.
Yeah. Well, if it doesn't have any magic, let's give it some. Can I grab the base of it and supercharge it?
Oh, absolutely. I love that. All right. So, Seth, like, Vatna is grabbing a hold of the thing, and, like, if he gets to next turn before the crew inside either destroys or turns off this tower, like, it is going to go beyond our stopping. Like, Vatna will spread this nightmare worldwide, like, echo-wide, in, like, a very dangerous way. like everybody sharing that nightmare will like be feeding Vatna the memories, feeding Vatna their stories.
I might want to change the track while I'm at it.
Absolutely, for sure. Ooh. Okay, yeah. That's gonna like. Yeah, I love that idea. So Seth, what do you got? Are you thinking or muted? I can't tell.
Beth?
We lost Seth.
I'm here. I'm here. I was. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you
Now
now.
we can.
I can hear you guys. But you were quiet for a bit, and I couldn't hear you on Discord, but I could hear you on the stream, and it was really weird. So I probably missed something. I was like, why are you so quiet for so long? I just sat here all embarrassed. So
Quick
something really
summary, Vatn is trying to overcharge the tower to put this broadcast out.
I got
What
that.
you gotta do to stop him?
How far up is he at this point?
Next to you, I think?
So you
Does that sound
didn't
right?
fly away. All right. Or if you didn't fly away, this might help. I'm gonna put everything I have into this. Like my entire being, I still have that feeling of just the fear from earlier, just that nasty guilt that's been bothering me even more so since this nightmare started. So I'm not going to attack, but I am going to try and grapple. But all the emotions that I'm going to push out, no, despite the way I look, Vatna's beyond being afraid of an eldritch creature anyway. None of the emotions I'm going to push out are negative. It's all going to be, I left my family once, and you're my family, and I want to know more about you now. So I'm going to just, as I push all these tendrils out in a very, like, it's quick, but not in an aggressive way. You could see, like, leaves and origami papers kind of fly from the tendrils kind of flying out as if they're kind of escaping. And I'm going to try to embrace the moth. And I will not, I'll actually drop the sword in doing that as well.
If Vatna, it's up to you whether or not this is going to be an attack. If you accept the embrace or not. Like, if not, 76 for you, and then however many Seth is putting in.
I need to roll a d20 to decide.
All right, hit me. Tough choice. Lol.
Well, that's how it started.
Right?
Yeah, I was going for under 10. He accepts the embrace, but doesn't break the connection with the tower.
All right, yeah, absolutely, okay.
He's going to continue, but not oppose.
Just like, oh yeah, I like being hugged. All right. Inside, we flash to like, this one's on the ground, like head like reeling. This other one, I'm very much picturing like a scene out of John Wick. Like like a huge martial arts fight between him and Caram. Like this thing is moving like it's not, like it doesn't feel pain, Caram. Like it's not. All right, so Caram, your next roll is like you have to roll the thing twice, and you have to take the lower of the two. What is like? And Clovis is like back down on the console, and this the other owl is doing the like dropping elbows on his chest.
So the one behind me's attacking?
Yeah, the one behind you is like attacking. I feel like you and him have been in a fight for like the last 5 seconds of like super martial artsy attacks. But like, what if a zombie was was really good at martial arts? So like, if you block and its leg breaks, it just keeps coming at you. Like the leg itself just keeps going.
Do you want to roll for its attack?
Yeah, like they only have 3d6. All right, 2.
4.
Oh yeah, 4. My bad. I forget you even like doubles. All right, so
All right.
this roll
Instead of defending, I'm gonna counterattack.
All right, absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
That one's 5.
Number 5.
That's 6.
Oh, 6. Yeah. So 6. So it gets nothing, and it takes 10 damage.
What's that like? So he is very
Just right as he's just swinging around wildly. Karam's dodging, kind of keeping an eye on the other one. And just the moment that he overextends, it's just a quick uppercut, and then just throw to the floor right next to his friend on the floor.
with that 13, you guys all see all of the panels start to light up all around you, and they are changing from Lockstitch Agency to just like it's turning all purple and distorted. What's the song that you want to make it? Is it Sexual Pizza for Healing, or is it Long Nightmare?
Oh, it's 6 times my... Oh, he doesn't get defense. This guy's out cold. I mean, since he doesn't get defense, it's just a pure success. Jeez, he's out cold on the floor next to his friend. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's
you.
yeah, you're good. All right, Vatna, what song are you changing it to? Like, as you
Long
are.
Nightmare extended version.
It starts pulsing. You guys can hear it. Clovis, what's your attack on the? Oh, actually, Caram or Clovis. The whole place is going crazy. There's only one owl left standing. To shut this down, it's just like we're gonna need a roll of a 13 or higher to turn it off from here. But Clovis is still in a fist fight with that other owl, the derpy looking one.
Go ahead, Clovis.
We might have lost Clovis.
Oh, no, I'm still here. Sorry. What's it?
So the owl is like dropping elbows in your chest. The computer screens are all changing to like show Vatna's like Long Nightmare song. It's like blasting through the radio. The song's changing from the song it was to a moth version of it. Like you guys can start to see
There's a lot
the
of
moth.
bass.
Lots of base. You see moths start to appear, like the graffiti moth, like just on the screens. Um, like you can try to turn it down. You can try to turn it off right now by like kicking the guy away and then like using the computer the best you can, or like attacking the computer the best you can. We are looking for a 13 as a success. If you don't deal with the guy first, you are going to have to take -2 on whatever you roll.
Is the computer like just on the desk, or is it like built in?
It's built into the desk. Yeah, it's all like
Okay.
consoles, very Star Trek.
So I couldn't pick it up.
I mean, I'm not going to say Clovis couldn't pick anything up. You're 10 feet tall.
All right. I'm gonna try and pick it up and whack the guy with it.
Absolutely, yeah. Give me 5d6.
Sure.
Only a 6. I'm going to roll for his attack. We tied, but I think that is enough to, like, you clock him. He goes down, but the song keeps going. Caram, this is the last shot before we go outside for midnight. Like, and then midnight has the last chance to do anything out there before Vatna's long nightmare gets blasted.
All right. I'm gonna try to just use the null. I'm just gonna use as much as I can to try to just, because I think Caram can just feel the magic slowly creeping into this place.
Yeah, it's a really good way to piss off a moth. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
If I use fan fiction, will that lower the amount that I need to roll to? For a weakness to the empty?
Yeah, I'll let it rock.
Alright.
Alright, so you need, actually, Vatna, can you roll me 5d6? You're looking to beat a 12, Caram.
Alright. All or nothing. Let's do this.
Oh, you got a 12.
But it is a weakness to the empty.
That's fair. All right. We'll pause right there. For like, what does it look like for Caram to be doing that?
So Caram just takes a breath, slowly puts his left hand, which has the assault on it, puts the silver gauntlet next to it, and just slowly starts forming the empty around his hand, slowly getting bigger, and just once he feels he has enough, just raises it up and slams it down into the building. I think very much gone from Hunter. Ex-Hunter.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Okay. So, as it, like a resounding blow, you guys all feel the tower shaking. Midnight, you are falling. The point of the tower aimed right at your chest as you are falling towards it. How are you going to recover?
When like Gale's gonna pull off his cloak and just throw it under him to land it on the platform. Using Lucid Moment for that. It just floats in the air as he looks down at Vatna, seeing what he's doing. And I think he's going to go for an all-or-nothing attack here. He sees Seth there, realizes that this attack he needs to be extra careful with. As he says an incantation. From dusk to dawn, we'll find our way. Through darkest night to light of day. With love and hope, fears we devour. and together bloom like a moonlight flower. And he's casting Moonlight Flower, and I'm pouring all of my endurance into it.
What does this do?
All the well, it's basically. I'll describe the attack in a moment, but it's basically a massive blast kind of attack. Let me figure this out real quick because I am removing the charge and area effect I have in the base one, which is going to cost me 35 base endurance. 60. This is going to be 27d6 because of all the extra accuracy I'm putting into it, because I'm using every ounce of endurance. It's basically just a small pellet of shadow and lavender energy shoots down at Vatna. Oops.
Oh shit. That is
He's putting everything into it. Once he'll be.
That is so many 6-siders.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
40. Oh, wait, no, I think it's 45. 50. Oh, it's 50?
50. Yeah, like I said, he's putting everything into this attack.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, Vatna. Is it like a beam? Sorry? Like,
No,
are you
it's
Hadoukening Vatna?
It's basically a small bead of energy that's going to shoot at him, and when it impacts, it won't seem to do anything at first, but then it's going to burst out of him like a black and lavender flower, bursting with energy.
Okay. So 76 again?
76, yeah.
And this is what will be removed from the damage.
Is there a way to I know I'm gonna get in trouble for this. To assist.
To assist Vatna?
Because, yeah, like, if it hits Vatna, doesn't it hit Seth?
I think honestly
I spent a little bit more to remove the area effect.
I think it is jumping in front of it is the way to defend Vatna from it.
I'm actually encompassing. I'm still around him from the previous, like, not attack, but move. Like the tendrils and everything are just like surrounding him.
With that many dice, I think that you're gonna have to like do you physically move yourself into it? Like, this is like Midnight has the clear shot. He lucid dreamed. He aimed perfectly. He rolled tons of dice for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I do not expect this to be like even a tendril to stop this at all. It is all for show. Out of character, I know that. 100%.
I'm saying, for you, if you want to protect him, then it is simply like, tell me you're trying to make the thing. Quarry's gonna roll just 7, and you're gonna roll 7. And if you are higher than Quarry, then like you can intercede the attack on Vatna's behalf and literally take that hit.
Okay,
I'm just making it very clear that you are doing this of your own accord.
Oh, I was like, what do you mean? Who else would be doing it?
I just want to make it clear that like what Midnight is gonna see is you getting in the way, not him missing.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. All right. Yeah. I will attempt to do that. I actually have an ability that that is meant to be a type of dome shield. So if I do win the roll, I'll explain what that is. So it'll actually have flavor. How many d6 did you state?
However many it would be for you to cast that spell, and for you to use that dome ability.
Okay, I will be able to use the full dice, but I will not have any endurance or health left if this works. Hey, my favorite number.
All right, Kawari. Oh, Midnight. What we got?
Oh, I guess we'll do the roll first. It's
12 versus 12.
You know what? I'm going to make this easy.
You gotta up that 3.
Oh, I'm going to do more than that.
Oh.
I think Midnight's... I'm playing by that tune. I think Midnight's seen what Seth is doing. Midnight's
No, I don't know the button for this.
Midnight is going to shut up. Seth, no! And just try to force the nightmare to change the angle of the attack to go around Seth and hit Vatna still. He's trying to attach himself to the nightmare to force that to happen. I would not hurt you because of your foolishness.
All right, Vatna. Like, you see in that moment that Midnight was ready to kill you. Like, he is like right there. The moment Midnight is not only ready, but this guy is a threat. Like, this creature can unravel you.
During that lucid moment, who's lucid?
Just the player who played it. So was it just Caram? Yeah, Caram played it, right? No, Midnight played it. Sorry.
I played one to stand on my cloak as a platform.
But yeah, if you got something cool, go for it.
I kind of do.
Yeah, let me know.
Vatna has always been a creature of now, of the moment. So at this power level, would he have any empathic connection to that lucid moment?
I mean, what do you want to do? Like, I could see
honestly.
something. Yeah, go ahead.
What I want to do during that lucid moment is nothing. I want to just stand there and stare at this attack that would erase me.
Oh, okay.
But then, with Seth intervening and the distraction of everything, well, when I get another action, I'll explain.
How much damage does that attack do, Kawari? It's got to be like crazy, right?
It's a 41 after Vatna's defense.
Okay.
That's let me calculate. 615.
Some light.
Yeah, okay. So that hurts like hell. That's enough to kill you, but I do want to give you another the moment of like this is a flower goes into him and then bursts out. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right. Vatna, like how did you get Seth out of the way? Did you throw him out of the way, Midnight? Did you like send a tendril and grab him and like throw him away? Or did you?
I think he
go-
managed. I think he managed to reach through the nightmare, and basically a tendril pulled Seth out of the way.
Okay, so Seth, poor Seth, just skittering across the ground. Vatna, you are on your last leg. Like you are unraveling in front of everybody. This flower is taking everything from you. Like hand still on the tower. What is your play? Oh, okay. Yeah. That'll do it. Nobody plays I'm Still Standing. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Hey Midnight, you just got hit for 650 damage.
Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah. Well, let's hear what that attack is. That counter attack is.
In my head, let me just tell you, like I'm not saying that this has to be what it is at all. I just want to like get this out before anybody like says anything. You guys know Bleach, where the fucking like orb forms between the horns and then fires a beam? No, just me. Never mind.
I know the type.
Yeah, I know what that. I know what that is. Yep.
All right, now by all means, narrate you killing Midnight.
Peace. Yeah, it goes into me and the tower, and he's at the top of it and the most like conductive point. Just feedback loop.
Does this whole area blow up?
Like I was thinking of asking, can I just turn this into an area attack? It's like because I also feel that null up there, and like as soon as I do, like I do want to just GTFO because I don't want to spend the resources to deal with that right now.
That makes perfect sense. Like I get it.
And ultimately this was a favor to the doctor, but it's a wash.
No, I love it. Like Midnight's corpse falls to the ground, like crashes to the ground. The null finally hits the base of the tower with like little null anti-magic explosions happening all the way down. The moth takes to the sky and is gone. It's like it was a success, but at what cost? Vatna couldn't get his song out, but he did destroy the threat. Clovis and Caram at the top of the place, beating people with computers. And, like, Vatna takes off.
Yeah, Fatten's gone.
Do we have any idea what happened to Midnight in here?
No, you guys might have seen it out the window, just a flash of what does the flash look like, Vatna?
The flower turns into a nebula.
Mm-hmm. I do think, by the way, I think both Cash and Vatna got points for today's game, because like Cash got 3 out of 4 people to live their absolute worst nightmare, and Vatna did a real mean.
That was the last of his leaves of that type.
Well, thank you very much for coming in and villaining it up. I think all of these guys died in the process, though. All of the little guys. And no, I mean, only if you want them to, Vatna. Like,
They
you
don't
had
have to.
control over that. Was that?
They don't have to.
And it's like, they're like, yay! They're running around in panic.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Clovis and Caram, you guys can take the elevator. No, yeah, take the stairs down.
Yeah, probably.
Stairs. I'll just slide down one of the poles.
Makes perfect sense to me. Did you see Midnight laying on the ground? Barely alive. Like, you can hear his heartbeat ever so subtly from his heartbeat. The button that he has, the heartbeat hem.
There was another card played too.
Oh yeah, the heartbeat thing does cover the what you wanted from the director's cut anyway, by the way.
Alright, just shoot me that back, then one day I'll use it. One day.
I forgot about that card.
I think Midnight's body, he just kind of looks like he should be dead, like this big chunks have been missing, but slowly being filled in with shadow to kind of keep him alive.
The tower is just like crumbling behind you guys.
Probably for the best with how poorly it was built. Caram will just pick up Midnight and start heading to the greenhouse, being very careful with his body. It's clear that even if we wanted to do more underground, it can't happen with Midnight like this.
Getting back to the greenhouse. Fucking Peanut's just, what the hell? Oh, he's you. And it's like Peanut like goes to touch like some of the holes. He's like, ah. It's like, is anybody a doctor? Iskra is a doctor, so. Runs over, and it's just like, oh. Ah. Peanut in full distress.
He'll live. He's unfortunately done this before. Speaking of stuff that should be taken care of, Seth.
I didn't come with you guys. I didn't come back.
Oh, absolutely. Boop.
Oh. Smart. Caram looks at Peanut. Seth's gone. Not
Dead
dead.
or
Not dead. Giant motion towards Tofu with his head. Sorry, not Tofu. Amon with his head.
I'm doing it constantly too. Like, obviously, I'm calling Midnight Kawari over and over again here. Peanut's just like, oh, another one lost. Any chance of saving him?
Looks out at Midnight. Not till he's back up.
Well, but there's a lot of noise out there. How are things? Like, did you deal with Taupe, the tower?
Guy motions at the Tommy gun in his back. She's gone. Her body's hidden in the rafters, so they'll probably find it. Like, it won't take more than an hour considering the ceiling's broken.
That's
The
fine.
tower. And I think this is the point where you just hear just a building collapsing.
I sure hope Flynn made it out.
No, that wasn't the
Oh, that wasn't the agency. Phew.
no, the agency. The only part of it that broke was her room's ceiling.
We can't afford to lose another cat.
But we're gonna need to rebuild the tower again.
This is fine. With any luck, when the nightmare is over, it'll revert back to what it was originally. Like, he rests his hand on Midnight's shoulder, or what, like, trying to move around the holes. He's just like, we'll get you up. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. And yeah, session ends. Oh no, is Castor getting drunk somewhere, or is Castor like at their desk? Like,
I don't think anyone was in the tower at the moment, except for those owls, to make sure the plan went off without a hitch.
Oh, but it also is Castor weekends at Burning Thing Pollux. Just puts sunglasses on him and pretends that everything's okay.
Oh my god, we've had a joke going that it's just Pollux, who's that? It's not the Gaslight Caster.
Yeah, absolutely, perfectly fine with me. Where before we fade to black, where would the camera see Seth?
Walking, actually, just wondering. In quadrupedal form, just wondering. Probably trying to find Vatna, but he's not really sure.
Give me a D20, Seth.
You're too far away from me. I don't want to walk all the way to where you live. Oh, wrong one on screen.
You hear this, like, as you're wandering by, you hear the sewer open up and then close, the manhole like raise up and then close, but nothing happens to you. You have dodged Bee's trap. Continuing to wander the city, missing the like Bee misses entirely. And with that, the game draws to a close. So yeah, that was maybe not the most accurate version of OVA, but
it also wasn't the most current either.
Also wasn't the most current version of OVA.
It's like 20 years old.
Yeah, like
seriously?
90s TTRPGs are buck
came
wild.
from 2004.
Well, yeah, early 2000s, 90s and 90s TTRPGs are wild before the renaissance of indie TTRPGs started going.
I am curious how the new version plays comparatively.
Definitely a lot more cleaned up.
Probably also doesn't allow us to get up to 615 damage that easily.
Yeah,
Not as easily, but I think
made
it's
my character
still
based
an
off
option.
the newest one, and everything was chaos. I made a big mistake.
Alright, but definitely point for Kay got a point because they booby trapped, they sabotaged your cloak. Vatna got a point, like, for his amazing counterattack on Midnight, and Cash got a point for, like, making you all live through fear. So, absolutely. You guys all killed it. Thank you so much for playing. This game ran 45 minutes later than expected, but here we are. I hope everybody enjoys the new villain art. We've seen 3, 2 more to go. And so tomorrow we have the game where we are going to Evil to hunt down Cash, which Cash did such a good job setting up today with the like asking for help. That is going to be Foley, Vidra, Arthur, and Cash playing that one. And then on Monday we have the finishing of the Heart game, where if we don't get to see the villains be villains tomorrow, we get to see them all on Monday as they return to the world from whence they came, to see who claims the crown of that world. That world, like, that is the goal. Like, they are taking their powered up versions into Heart and then fighting for the throne. And I hope everybody had a good time. I thought it was great. Little bit crunchy with all the dice, but like, we got there.
Yeah, once we understood much more, it started to really speed up. It's just like any tabletop game. Once you understand, it goes much quicker.
And like, thanks for playing it. Thanks for recommending the system, Midnight. Thanks for everybody buying cards and all of that. I'm gonna run the outro, I think, and let's see if I get it right without everybody hearing me forever. Right, say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Damn it.
Ba-doop.
I hit the wrong button. Now I've unmuted it because I'm trying to find this button. Not that. Not that. Not that. I'll get it, I swear. I won't. I'm gonna go ask for help.
Okay. I'm back. And sorry about that. Earlier, just
Yeah, the stream's still going.
ah,
We haven't got everything done.
okay.
Alan's getting Nika for help.
So, did you see that ludicrous display last night?
What happened? Which one?
The football game. That ludicrous